Why invest in multifamily? That's what we're discussing. Hi, I'm Tim Diesel. I'm a commercial real estate consultant. This channel is designed to give you tips and strategies in your investing business. If you're a broker, this will definitely help your clients. All right, so why multifamily property? And what you'll notice is a huge influx of new multifamily investors. They came out of everywhere, right? So why is multifamily the most popular investment right now? Why isn't anyone looking at office that much or warehouse? Well, quite simply, there's a couple reasons, right? Number one is, in my opinion, when I surveyed investors that I deal with, multifamily is the easiest to understand and the easiest to learn. Most investors start with a single family home, then they buy 2 or 3. The next transition is an apartment building, maybe 6, 10 units, 20 units. If they gather enough financial resources or backing, then they go 50 units, maybe 100. It just kind of depends. It's not common for someone to be in single family homes and then say, you know what, I want to get into retail strip centers or large office condos. It probably does happen, but I haven't seen it happen too often. Most of the time, multifamily investors, they understand the leases, they understand the tenant base, the pool. They really do. It's an easier transition overall. Now, the other thing that I have noticed is all right, so the other thing I've noticed is a lot of investors don't realize the management intensity. It is great because your cash flows are bigger, so much nice stuff, but you really have to manage it more. In my opinion, multifamily is the toughest asset class to manage. It really, really is. Because the average tenant stays there for a year. You're constantly having to switch them over and turn them over all the time. And you really don't make money unless you have those tenants in there longer, 2, 3 years. You don't make money if they keep moving out every year. That's a fallacy. That's not true at all. So it's imperative to keep the tenants in there before you start jacking up their rent. And you have a lot more, you gotta have more people skills, right? Because it really is all about the management. You can find a great deal if you're not filling it up and taking care of customer concerns. Well, how long is that gonna last? So you really wanna be more mindful of what's happening to these properties. Now, multifamily has, in my opinion, some of the easier financing, right? Banks love it because it's a commodity. People need to live somewhere. You really don't need a warehouse building. So that's why it just kind of depends on where it is. You also want to keep an eye on where it's located. If there's a lot of jobs in the area, that's going to make your property stand out a little bit more. So it's easier to understand. Most investors, they kind of get it. They can figure it out. And the financing is much, much easier, right? And that's why it's the easiest transition. And if that's what it is for you, hey, great. That's fantastic. Stick to it. Don't try to figure out a new trait. If you're investing in multifamily and you're making money, keep doing it. Just get better at it. Whatever you're doing, try to improve every single time. But definitely, that's why everybody's going to multifamily right now, is because it's harder to buy 50 homes all over the place. It's easier to just buy one 50-unit building. It just makes investment a lot easier. More people are going to pull their money towards an apartment because they all understand it. What do you think about multifamily investing? That's my question for you. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, especially if you found it useful, and questions or comments, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching.